I buy my toys from the big bad toy store. Man, I hope this Queen Amidala figure is as pretty as this portrait of Natalie Portman. I feel almost dirty taking it out of this thing. Okay, so this Queen Amidala figure is a lot nicer than I expected. I'm glad that I bought it. It's actually currently on sale on Amazon. I admit that's where I bought this particular figure. It's $20 on Amazon right now. Everywhere else is charging like $30. I have not even seen this in stores yet. Now, my biggest concern with this figure, it wasn't the fact that it's all white, which, you know, it has all these pivot points, you know, the I guess you could call it the panel lining around the pivot points really stand out. But I was concerned about the face, because the face on all of the production pictures for Queen Amidala here, her face looks absolutely busted. Even through the packaging window, you know, the face was kind of turned like this. Okay, yeah, her right side is definitely not her strong side for her face, but I was kind of noticing some uncanny valley shit going on until I saw the left side of her face, and I think that is like absolutely on point, 100%. I think the face sculpt is absolutely on point from this point of view. I can see it looks very, very much like Natalie Portman does in, what is it, Attack of the Clones? Yeah. See a little shine going on in her hair. She does have the back bun here, which is nice. It's like a separate piece of plastic right here. It does not come off as far as I can tell. It does not twist or anything. You know, very nice swivel on the head joint. Her cloak here does come off. I haven't been able to get it off. I'm afraid that I'll actually end up ripping her head off and breaking the toy with getting it off. But you can see that if you squeeze it, this little bit right here does open up a little more. And it's actually kind of inhibiting the articulation of the toy with having it on. But anyway, I'll actually look at the shoulder joints once I have the cloak off. But I'm okay with just the stick in the elbow joints. That's perfectly fine with me. And then a nice little rotation in the hand. Now she does come with some accessories. She comes with her blaster, which of course it's you can't have a Star Wars blaster without a blaster that curves somehow. So here we go, just standard little blaster. Now it does have spots for it to snap on somewhere, but I haven't seen this little notch right here will have a snap on somewhere, but I don't see on her belt anywhere for it to snap on. And it also comes with an alternate right hand. And I'm assuming this is just to be able to hold this rifle right here, because otherwise the right hand that she comes, and I'm assuming that this right hand is just made to designed to grab this rifle right here, because the right hand that comes standard with it is actually made for the pistol that she has in her utility belt right now. Her pistol, like I said, fits very nice and snugly into her utility belt, which is always a plus in my book. Having a toy that stores the weapons, it's always that much more fun to kind of just play with and appreciate. And of course, I forgot to mention that the elbow does have a full rotation as well. So you would just pop off. Let me see. You would just, wow, that's really in there. Make sure that's actually the correct one. Yep, alternate hand. Okay. But anyway, pistol fits. just like this, just like you would think it does. Now that's a very nice snug fit as well. That really is. Little curve to it. You need to kind of twist it. And there we go. Now the finger's actually on the trigger. But she can only kind of do it like that with the way that it naturally fits in her hand. That's all right. But anyway, let me just take that out for now and not worry about it. Let's put it back in her little... Sorry, no, I didn't mean to break your arm there. Put it back in her utility belt, which I would assume can come off if you can manage to stretch it just enough to fit it down her waist. You know, without stretching it too much. I really don't want to stretch it too much. I think it's fine just the way it is. But you know, under the utility belt here is a lot of nice little detail around her natural waistline. Now you can see here that it's detailed so that it's actually like a shirt tucked into a human being, almost like it's vacuum sealed into it. But she wears very, very tight clothing in the movie regardless, so that's pretty accurate, I think. You have no waist rotation, but you do have the chest pivot here, which is very nice. You know, her and her little boobies, her and her little butt. Definitely Natalie Portman. You have more of that detail on the back here, that vacuum form looking clothing detail, as well as very nice back detail. You know, you can clearly see the outline of her shoulders. I've got to get this cloak off of her. Do that in a minute. But then coming down to her hips, you have just a little standard rotation there. On the hip, you have a thigh rotation, which is really nice. Very nice. A little hard to get in there, but that's very nice. Oh, come here, Zoe. Hi. Okay. Very nice little thigh rotation there. Now, I really like the knees of the Black Series figures. How they're a solid piece. Okay, so here she is. Here's Natalie Portman's character, Queen Amidala, or Queen Nabirie, however, whatever it actually is, without her cloak. Her cloak is a very snug fit when you're taking it off. It is going to fold up a little bit around the front edge, but the cloak is detailed all the way around, even on the inside rim here, which is very, very nice. Just set that aside, whatever. Okay, but here's the actual figure. Very nice, very nice. Like I said, you can take the utility belt off, but it's not really prohibiting anything right now. She's very, very nice to pose. But what I do like about these figures a lot, about the Black Series figures, seem to be better high quality now than they were before, from what I can tell, is especially how the knee has a double hinge joint here. How the knee has a double hinge joint here, I'm really a fan of. So you can get a lot of rotation here, and I would say that's a natural pivot point, just like that. And what's nice is that the knee joints are actually above the shin, you know, just like it is for natural anatomy. Now, let's see if I can. Now, she will be very hard to stand up without some kind of display base, or you know, just tacking her feet down in some way or another. So, you know, of course, now her boots, again, wonderfully detailed. Gauntlets on her boots here. Now the foot, you know, it's back and forth, and it has a side pivot as well. I'm very, very glad I bought this figure. Like I said, I was very hesitant about buying it because of the face sculpt especially. Like I said, I do love her face. Her left side is her good side here. Now this actually looks like Natalie Portman. I love the little mold detail. Just look at the back. Nice detail on the collar. You know, having an all-white figure is kind of hit or miss. You know, she has nice bangles on her muscles here. Again, like up top, we couldn't see this with the cloak on, but up top we do have another vacuum form kind of detail going on, for as though it is natural clothing that falls down on her person. So here we go. It's Natalie Portman, Queen Amidala. Now I do have just a quick size comparison here between Queen Amidala and General Grievous, which is also a Black Series figure. Now they are each 6-inch scale. You can see that I have to have Queen Amidala's legs pretty spread far apart for her to even stand. General Grievous is basically the same way, but he does have a lot more articulation than your standard figure. He is also about 8¼ inches high, which I think that's about right for the appropriate scaling. I haven't seen an Anakin Skywalker figure, so I can't scale. I can't tell if the scale for General Grievous is accurate enough. Just based on the difference of the size of their head. General Grievous and Anakin each. From the scene that from the scene that they are face to face in Episode 3. So, good size comparison. I think that's a good size comparison. I think that's very, very accurate to detail, to size fit. And, alright, there we go. Queen Amidala, Black Series, next to General Grievous, Black Series.